technology. I am your host, Scott James Magner, the idiot with a microphone. I am the idiot, and this is my microphone. As you can see here, I've got my N7 kit on, and I am continuing my insanity playthrough of Mass Effect 2. I have already made the distasteful choice to retain Tally's loyalty by supporting her father's and people's genocide of the Geth. But I did notice that because of the walkthrough that I've been following, the IGN walkthrough, I noticed that there was a Paragon option to get through this without endorsing genocide. And it is to just bullshit. And so this must have been what I did the first time. I just bullshitted my way through with Paragon chat responses and never had to actually present the evidence that Tally's father was attempting to continue and end the genocide, ending the genocide of the Geth by killing all the Geth. So I did that. I just bullshitted the migrant fleet, and I told them, hey, fuck you, Tally's a good person. Tally did these things. Tally did this and this and this, and she's on my crew now, and I'm the captain and I say what's what. And then the Quarians, being idiots, said, oh yeah, you're right, you're the captain. The captain gets to decide what happens with their crew, and if you say what she does is okay, and that's fine. That's fine. And then they let her go. They let her get back on my ship and fly away, having literally committed treason, and also aiding and abetting genocide. So I don't talk much to Tally these days, but her little reticule is red, which means that she's loyal. In fact, if we were to pop over here to the game stream, look at that. You see here, over my head, that Tally is loyal. In fact, if were I to mouse over Tally, it says so right here. Loyal. Yeah. I don't really have anything more to say about that, because as much as I don't like Zaid, I think Tally is a giant waste of storytelling opportunity. And I feel no need to romance her. I feel no need to promote her in any way. She is not a permanent companion. She is a side character. She is a second-tier companion. And anything she can do, I can do better. So, that having been said, let's go to our real companion, Jack. Jack is a human who has been experimented on cruelly by my employers, Cerberus, even though here in Mass Effect 2 I constantly proclaim that I am not working for Cerberus. Cerberus works for me, I say. And that's not true. I work for Cerberus. I've taken their money. I took their spaceship. I have Cerberus members on my crew. Look at that. There's Miranda. Here's Jacob, whom I am currently romancing by just not doing anything. It's crazy how easy it is to romance Jacob. I have to say, hey, I'm interested. And he says, well, hey, oh, hey. And then apparently 2 missions from now we'll have sexy times. And then I am using him. I care nothing for him. He is a second-tier character again. But if I romance him, I can check off an achievement box and have instigated a romance here in Mass Effect 2. And I'll be further prostituting myself when I get to Mass Effect 3 by instituting a romance with Lieutenant Boyfriend Caden Alenko, for whom I have no use whatsoever. He's a garbage character. But I saved his life back in Mass Effect 1. I kept him alive, moving all the way forward. In fact, one of the reasons I started this entire trilogy, I just lost 2 viewers. I hope they were robots. One of the reasons I started this this entire insanity playthrough was to keep Caden alive with the intent of romancing him in Mass Effect 3, because it's something that I have never done. I have never romanced Caden, ever. And doing so, specifically starting a romance in Mass Effect 3, that would be very interesting to me. I would like to try that. But, yeah, fuck that guy. I don't want him on my mission. I want Jack. Jack is a human. She is a biotic known as Subject Zero, who has been intensely surgically modified and tortured until her biotic powers are off the charts. There is no way to measure Jack's biotic powers in the Mass Effect universe. In fact, there are missions in this game, in Mass Effect 2, where if Jack is alive, you win. And if Jack is not alive, or if you choose a biotic other than Jack, you lose and everybody dies. So, hey, guess what? Jack's alive. We're going to win. And on Legion's loyalty mission, which is one of my favorite missions in the game, I am taking Jack as my companion, something I have also never done. So, let's do that. In fact, it's a bit of a lie. I started playing this mission a few minutes ago, and I realized about 5 minutes in, it's like, these are really good dialogue options and byplays. I want to record these. I want to be able to see these again and comment on them as I go. All right. A little bit of bookkeeping. I have used the Shadow Broker DLC to fine-tune all of my companions' skill points so that there are no skill points, squad points left over. So for Jack, I have gone with the Primal Adept specialty. I've gone with the Heavy Shockwave and the Pull Field. And one thing I've done with the side characters in this playthrough, the companions rather in this playthrough, is I have optimized all their powers for area of effect, affect multiple characters. With that in mind, my own powers as Carrie Ann Shepard, level 30 Infiltrator. By the way, don't pick Infiltrators. They're boring. Unless you specifically want to come up behind someone and punch them to death, they're fucking useless. So, but they do give you Hacking and Incinerate, which are two of the better abilities in the game. Two that I in fact, love in Andromeda. They're available here on the Infiltrator. So, I have taken the Agent specialty. I have taken Group Dominate as a side power. I got Dominate because there's this little hack you can do where we can recruit both Morinth and Samara to very powerful Asari biotics. And once you do that, your profile remembers that you recruited them and you gain access to the power Dominate, which is Morinth's power. My playthrough has Samara as my companion, which normally would give me the Reeve power, which I already had available to me from the beginning of the game, simply because I had played through this before. But Dominate is permanently locked to my character, to my career, and flat out, it's a better power. So I've got Group Dominate, which means that if your shields are down, I can throw the Dominate in there, and everybody gets scrambled to the point where they all just fight each other, which is awesome. Which is the same here as Hacking. I can do the same thing with AI Hacking. Got the group for that. Incinerate, I noticed you get the maximum benefit from Incinerate here at level 3, and level 4 will give you the ability to have a better Incinerate or a wider Incinerate, and neither of those really meant anything. Cryo ammo I don't need because I'm using Disruptor ammo, and I've got these squad Disruptor ammo bits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to proto-spend points here on Legion. Actually, back. Yeah. I don't need that last bit in... I don't need that last bit in AI Hacking because I've got AI Hacking on myself. That's always available to me. And I could have 2 or 3 characters hacking AIs all the way around, but having a better attack drone works for me. And what I really want is the Geth Shield boost. So when this mission is done, I'm going to go to the Shadow Broker and I'm going to redo this so that the Geth Shield boost is all the way up. And then I will just ignore the hacking and focus on the drone. Well, that's what I want there. Alright. I'm going to... Nah, it's fine. Earlier on, when I went to the collector ship, in fact, let's turn on this. I know it's been running in the background the whole time. Oh, all right. Nobody cares, Joker. This is actually referenced again in Mass Effect 3 when we do similar stupid things involving Legion, in fact. So that Geth don't use Windows. And the reason I'm not taking Tali along on this mission is that I am just tired of her shit. And much in the way I was tired of Ashley's shit. If you're a xenophobic, genophobe, it's no good. Heretics being Geth who follow the Reapers. So we've got our Paragon response, our neutral response, and our Renegade response. I have already maxed out on Paragon points. Which is actually the right answer. They are living beings. They do have emotions and complex lives, but alright, let's turn on our disruptor ammo. Everyone gets disruptor ammo now. Hooray! Because applying human morality to the Geth is pointless. The Geth heretics have already been brainwashed. They have already been compromised to the point where they follow Sovereign and the Reapers, believing that they will ascend to be a higher form of life. In fact, they will not. They will simply just be the Geth again. You step on the green, you get attacked. If I shoot that Geth hub, I'll still get attacked, but not. For example, I just hacked that Geth. I don't feel bad about it. Let's go in more about Geth. this dude is actually advocating reprogramming all of the Geth who have been brainwashed to follow Sovereign. And he doesn't know what's going to happen. He doesn't know if that will kill them. He doesn't know if it will change them. He doesn't know if it will be better or worse. Oh, I'm about to die. It's pretty awesome. It's a neat concept. It's a neat thing to work with. It's a robot species, right? In fact, robots is too limited because robots are automatons. They are an intelligent, adapting race who have chosen to reprogram themselves for optimum efficiency for a future that they believe might be better. And that future is we don't get killed by the Reapers. So if I shoot this one here... Oh, I should have shot that one. I need to get... Oh, I need to not be shot is what I need. Yeah, I did that wrong. I did that the wrong way. I need to shoot the far one first. Alright, let's go do that again. I just hacked that guy. He's hacked, and I'm going to shoot him down anyway. He's like a loot pinata. I shoot him and ammo pops out. Hooray! Can't save. Can't save, won't save. Alright. So we can actually go through this entire station without shooting any Geth, I believe. We can just go... here. I gotta cross the green line to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here. Oh, Jack just died. Yeah, that's not the way to do it either. Interesting. Alright, so we gotta do this slowly. Softly. Slowly. Just like holding a tiny dancer. In my hand. You note there was no loot pinata. I did not get ammo pinata out of that. The ammo's way over here. But now I can save and not have to do that shit again. Alright, so as soon as I can shoot at this thing, I'm going to shoot at it. I'm going to shoot at it from way over here. Yeah, Jack's dead again. real secret to insanity is corners. Look at that, you didn't have to waste any metagel. And even this salvaging is useless because there's nothing left for me to spend credits on in the game. I'm simply racking up credits for future playthroughs, I guess. Oh yeah. I just do not need these 3,000 credit chunks. They're like $20 bills falling out of the sky, right? It's like you could pick them up, and you probably should, but what are you gonna do with them? Oh hey, look at that. Geth. Go up here and loot this medikit. And we'll save the game, because that's how you win. You save the game. Now I got Tiny Dancer in my head. He's dead. Or rather, that unit has ceased to function. As we just learned, their memories live on in other Geth everywhere. So, killing one of these things really just moving one particular mobile platform. Oh, this looks bad. Let's save. Apparently I can hack them from here. I caught that in midair. That's pretty awesome. Is there any loot down there? It doesn't look like it. Take a loot run through anyway. I'm not looking at my walkthrough. I probably should. It would tell me that there's nothing to loot here, but it's more fun to do the work. Oh, there's loot up there. Oh, how it feels so real, lying here, no one near, only you, and you can save game. See, my metagel keeps going up. I used a lot of metagel to save Legion on the Reaper IFF mission. Mainly because I had Jacob and Garrus with me, because apparently they had the best dialogue. They're shit in a fight. They die non-stop when at the fight Reaper husks. And on Insanity it was particularly bad because... Oh, look at that. More stuff. Refined Palladium? That'd be awesome. I need that stuff to do research I'm finished with. To There's 2 missions after this before the big collector. Oh shit! Been shot. I am shot. That's pretty cool. I don't know where I'm going to get it from this Geth terminal. Oh, they're dying out to curse my metal form. Oh, that's what I wanted. I'm so glad I came on this mission. 15-kilometer long. This is an abandoned Quarian station. Abandoned by the Quarians hundreds of years ago when the Geth threw their genocidal asses out. The Geth, by the way, were ordered to be destroyed because they asked a question. And the question was, does this unit have a soul? At which point the Quarians freaked the fuck out and decided to kill all the Geth. You can see why I'm not all that interested in helping them. I frequently side with the Geth. And one of the other reasons I've done this giant playthrough is to make sure I can get the good option in Mass Effect 3 where I can side with both the Geth and the Quarians and nobody has to die and everybody lives. Everybody Lives playthrough is the name of my new game. Oh, come on! I didn't step on the thing. Oh, this sucks a lot. I did not step on the green line. I mean, the tape is probably going to show that I stepped on the green line, but... Now I gotta use Metagel. Fuck! I just used 2 Metagel to heal myself and get those 2 losers off the floor. I did not want them off the floor. I simply wanted myself not to be dead. Alas, there were 3 Geth to kill. Oh, this sucks so bad. I blame Legion and his big robot feet. Metagel isn't cheap, yo. Apparently it's such a giant commodity that you run out, whereas in Mass Effect 1 and 2 it's all over the place. shall we? Well, that's good news. It's, that shouldn't be that low. That should be much higher, much higher. 100%. It says 100%. Okay, wow. Why is that happening? Oh no, we're hiding that. We don't want that on. 100% is where we should be, and we are. Fascinating. Okay. Well, I see myself recording. I see myself recording, and my voice is working on the mixer, so I'm going to assume that you can hear me. I am not seeing any noise on the capture card, so hope you can read. It should be working through. I don't know why it's not popping through the way it should be. Take it in there. No. There's upwards of 1,000 individual Geth consciousnesses in Legion's mobile platform, as he calls it. And that's why he wants yes. Whoa. Die. Cover! Cover! It wouldn't go into cover. That's annoying. Alright, so let's use that turret there. And that turret up there. Alright, that's what we want. shot from every which way. I gotta figure out this, what's going on here with this. Override that turret, and override that turret. I am shot. Wow, so it just sucks to get shot from both sides. I'm not sure how to fix that. Because I can't be passive. I see Jack is clearly listed as alive. Cover. Cover, please. I'd really like to run this hack now. Oh, come on. Interesting. Okay. Do I actually get to do the hack? Because it doesn't seem like I do. Oh. So the hack just goes on whether you say do the hack or not. Good choice, Jack. By the way, we're gonna die. Three minutes, Mr. Polo. Yeah. See, that's a dead thing right there. It's okay. Through the magic of replay, we can do this over and over again until we get it right. Too bad there's no ammo letting around here. Oh shit. Alright. So that bunker there is where I need to get to. I have a minute and a half to get there. You know what I need? Heavy weapons. I'm totally dead. How is that possible? I blew them all up, and yet they did not blow up. We'll do it again. And again. No, don't go to... Now you go to cover. Great. It's awesome. Shit. That didn't work. Let's try it again. I could see the door. I mean, that door over there is the one we need to get to. Got no shields, no health. It's ridiculous. 2 or 3 hits and I'm dead. Which is fine. I mean, that's the way the game goes, but no, get up. Oh. Get Legion. get over there, please? Why is he not over there? Yeah, get up. It's occurred to me I could just run through here. The whole time, like, I just stealth and run through. That's why you play an infiltrator, I guess, if you're boring. And yeah, I did the thing. We did the thing. Okay. Experience gained a lot. Legion power unlocked. Legion new outfit. Shield death strength. B exit. This should be fun. Even though they're wrong. Dr. Chakwas over there, sipping tea. Still creepy. Yeah, it is. Okay, let's go craft. Crafting, very important. Also, we will need to go to the Shadow Broker. See what Lieutenant Girlfriend has to say. Oh shit. I think I just triggered the the big mission. Okay, so we're gonna save. Sorry we didn't do that before. I don't need to talk to people because I don't really care about what. Alright, so yeah, we're doing the Joker thing now. Alright, so this is one of my least favorite. Because it focuses on that guy. So hilariously, uh, Yeah, I just let it play out here. I thought I would do this next time, but I'm doing it now, apparently. To them. Yeah, that's a good word to use there, Joker. Jeff, as your name may be. Oh man, that's always the worst. Why this guy doesn't have a hover chair, I don't know. By the way, this is him running. This is him normal. Running. Normal. Crewman Goldstein. Doop 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 doo. That's my favorite line of Joker right there. What the shit? That is a joke. Thanks, number 6. It's Trisha Helford, by the way, the voice of Edie. Famously number 6 on Battlestar Galactica. She was in Burn Notice. Many other awesome, awesome shows. She's great. Guess she's on Lucifer. I haven't seen it yet. Any of Lucifer. So basically, we go up here and we hide. Hide until they're all gone. one thing I do like about Joker is that he is a bit heroic in spite of his disability. And he has a pretty serious disability. I mean, if he turns the wrong direction too fast, his bones break. Fuck off, Miranda. Fuck off, Miranda. Shut up, Joker. Alright, so I'm gonna skip ahead. I'm gonna read this next part of the walkthrough so that you don't have to see it on screen because I'm just not doing it. You'll now have opened up a great many conversations on the Normandy, chief among which is a brand new conversation with Joker now that Edie is unshackled and is essentially assimilated into the Normandy. Edie in particular has a huge amount of new dialogue, practically every option you can select under "Let's talk about you" and "Tell me about Cerberus," since her work situation has changed and she's no longer under the effect of the Cerberus blocks that prevented her from answering them before. Jacob will have new thoughts if you ask him about the mission, as will Samara. If you ask Kasumi and Zaid, they'll have new comments to make as well. Miranda will say something new if you ask her about the Normandy status, and Edie has a new exchange via her terminal in the AI core. Legion will also have a new conversation, although as always you should select this first and not ask about the status of the Heretics. You should also remember to check your private terminal. Remember, Kelly is no longer around to tell you when you have new messages, which means I have to feed my fish myself. Alright, there is one... Oh, shit. Alright, so... Everyone is loyal. If I did my homework and all the loyalty missions before this point, the choice is obvious. You're fully prepared for the suicide mission right now. I screwed up. I didn't get the full deal done for... So I think if I do any missions... Alright. We're doing it. If I do any missions, I lose people. And I want them to keep feeding my fish, so... Let's talk to Jacob real fast. Yeah. This whole... That save there is the one I did after recruiting Morinth. It's gone now. It's gone. It's over. here. They're both the same. And the reason why they're both the same is because... Yeah, it's a thing. Alright, I'm just going to save the game right here. Actually, I did just save the game. I'm going to go out to the main menu. Actually, no. Hold on a second. Resume. I think I can trigger the Jacob romance here right now. Alright. Here it goes. We'll get this on tape before we go in. Let's go feed my fish. Just in case. Because Kelly was feeding my fish for me. Thus, having fed the fish, save 1 is our new save. Hours. That's all the time I have, which is like 10 minutes maybe. Thanks for sticking it out, Wes. Oh, hey. I could have said no right there. Into the romance. There goes. Achievement unlocked. Lieutenant Watchboard. Agent Watchboard. Operative Watchboard. Never seen this before, so... Let the guy take his armored pants off. You're actually going to want his armored pants off for this. Fairly sure. There's supposed to be a Miranda scene that popped up there, but it didn't pop up. I was hoping I'd get a save before there, but no, doesn't happen. Alright, so these are all the ships that went through before. They're all dead. What we have is a bunch of upgrades and shopping that I did in the last however many hours that I was playing Mass Effect 2. So the first thing that pops up here is a check to see whether or not I purchased the heavy ship armor available from my squad mates. I did purchase the heavy ship armor. It is installed. And were it not installed, something would happen here that would be bad. Surprise! It's the collector ship that's been dogging me for the last 4 years. 3 years. 2 years. Whatever years it is. Fly casual, but don't look like you're flying casual. Surprise! The new plating, of course, being the armor plating. Had I not installed that, Jack would have been killed by a laser beam. Jack's kind of important. If you don't have Jack, pretty much everybody dies. want AI hacking, I want to take all those AI hacking points and put them to get shield boost, but I don't have that choice right now. So for Samara, I took Sapiens Justicar, which means, you know, weapon damage and health, recharge time, area reeve. Basically, organics, she just sucks them dry. Double damage to armor and barriers, those are important. And throw field, which is the multiplayer version of that. So, fuck. I gotta do this. I gotta do this shit now. Great. Now, funny story. If I just exit right here, go to the extras, I don't have to worry about shit. So, what we got here, go to these, I have survived every alive. I've done all this before. Alright. Gain the loyalties. Loyalty of the Quarian. See, I have disrupted shields. I have hit multiple things. I have incinerated armor. I have warped barriers. I've upgraded weapons. I've done 15 codex entries. Loyalty. Alright. Complete 2 games on Insanity. I'm about to do that. Putting 3 games on Insanity. About to do that. Alright. Yes. I've done all 3 games. I've established or rekindled a romantic relationship. So the only thing I have left to do in this playthrough is to complete it on Insanity. And then I'm told that compared to 2, doing Mass Effect 3 on Insanity is like eating ice cream. You just put the spoon in and it happens. So, exit the launcher. Yes, I do wish to exit the launcher. And that's it. That's my stream. So, to recap, everyone's going to live. It's going to be awesome. And I'm going to complete the suicide mission on my next stream. But that is it. I'll be done with Mass Effect 2. I'll certainly be done with playing an Infiltrator. And I'm not really sure how I feel about that, but we'll see. I much preferred playing an Adept, to be honest. And maybe I'll try that. I'm not really sure how it works for 3 again, going from 2 to 3. I might be stuck playing an Infiltrator, which will suck. It'll suck. But I'm done with all the crap. I'm done with all the tiny bits, the bits and bobs, and I'm set up for a perfect run-through of Mass Effect 3. And that's my goal. So, if you have thoughts about this, please leave me a comment, either on Facebook, on Twitch, on YouTube, wherever you see this video. I am not going to have that much more to say about it. I'm not even sure I'll televise my Mass Effect 3 playthrough. I might. There's other games I want to get to. I'm doing other stuff. I'm working now. I got a couple books I'm trying to promote and finish. I got to finish my own book. I got a lot of stuff going on, but it's going to be an interesting month. October's going to be very busy for me, and I think it'll be fun to get all this stuff squared away. So, without further ado, I am the idiot with the microphone, Scott James Magner. I'm a science fiction author. I'm a game designer. I'm an editor. I'm an analyst, and I write books. By the way, buy my books, everyone. If you want to see my books, especially the space opera books that are inspired by games like Mass Effect, stories like Mass Effect Trilogy, buy my books. IRSentertainment.com. It's my independent publishing website. We are a progressive publisher. We care about the stories of independent authors, and we love books. So I have a trilogy up there called the Homefront Trilogy: Invasion, Landfall, and Beachhead. It is essentially what happens when humanity's misdeeds come back to haunt them. And it's a lot like Mass Effect, where you're dealing with stuff that happened hundreds of years ago, and the people who are alive today are the ones that need to deal with the effects of the past. So, buy them. They're cheap. They're fun. They're great. If you like other kinds of books, we've got them up there too. But yeah, if you like books in general, let me know. I'm always happy to talk books with people on Goodreads, on Facebook, on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. And that's it. That's my pitch. So, everyone, have a great rest of your day. My stream is ending.